Jeff, you have to go in the office next.
Oh, hey, good afternoon, and welcome to another Raising the NSBAR road trip. I'm Jeff Lasky, the CEO of this great organization, the North Shore-Barrington Association of Realtors. I hope you're continuing to stay safe and healthy, and that you're having a wonderful and prosperous holiday season. I guess that's a bit of a fib to call this a road trip. I'm actually at our very own Northwest Suburban facility in Lake Zurich. NSBAR is utilizing the Workonomy space here to provide services to our members. It provides another home base for Jen Wallace in her never-ending member outreach efforts to deliver whatever our members need. Those of you who want Jen and her team to come to you, so be it. But there are those of you who prefer to come to us. Now, that's why we're here. Those closer to our Northbrook facility can still visit us there, even during the renovation. But for those who Lake Zurich is more convenient, we're here for you. Let's start with Jen for a minute. Hey, Jen.
Hello.
For those of us in our audience who don't really know you, tell them a little bit about you and what you do for NSBAR.
Well, I'm Jen Wallace. I am our member outreach coordinator. So I get to spend a lot of time with our members, getting to know them, their offices, the areas where they work, and really try to help meet their needs as much as possible, determine what they are, and really either build relationships with them or help them come up with creative ways to build relationships with other people.
Absolutely critical function that we have here at NSBAR now. So we're sitting here in this beautiful Workonomy space. Tell us a little bit about this.
So the Workonomy Hub is a remote working space in the Lake Zurich area. At least this facility is. There's a couple of others in the northwestern suburban area, Evanston, Island Park. So it allows us freedom of mobility and our members to be able to get access to us in a couple of different unique locations.
And we we're using this Lake Zurich facility as our home base, more or less for the northwest suburbs. Maybe you could give us a quick tour, show us how our members get in here. And
Sure. Yeah. Bradley, you want to go for a walk with me? So, as you discovered, this door is locked. You need the app to get in through this door. So this over here is the guest entrance. You'll want to come in through, as you discovered, the Office Max, Office Depot door over there. And then this is open. There's no need to check in anymore on the outside. This door will lock, though, from the inside at 4 p.m., but those guys know me. So just if you come in, just ask for Jen. They know who NSBAR is. They know who I am. They'll buzz you in through that door.
Well, again, this really neat, open, cool, modern space here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
These are day-use desks here. These are occupied desks all the time. Quiet room in here. Somebody's got to make a nice little personal phone call. And then kitchen's over in here, which is nice. Craig, I'm going to grab my coffee. Do you want some coffee?
No, I'm good right now, thanks.
I'm going to grab mine. Coffee, microwave, fridge, and then we have our nice little NSBAR sign here.
So as somebody walks in, they'll know they're in the right place.
Yes, yes, because we were at this desk here, and we've relocated back down over here into office number 1. Right back over here. Our nice
really love the bare ceilings that are painted. Foreshadowing renovation. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yep, big number 1. Here we are. It's nice that it's in NSBAR colors. NSBAR sign on the door. I'm in here.
Yeah.
Nice little office.
Oh, no, so this is great. So you've got all of the supplies, stuff like that here. So whatever we need to be able to take care of a member that stops
Yes.
by. It's not like we got to go, hey, well, we need a delivery from Northbrook or something, right?
And we've also had out in here, there's a couple of conference rooms on each side here and over here, and they're smaller. They're locked up unless they're reserved out. So
I got
they
you.
hold about
Okay.
6 to 8 people. So we've had one committee meeting in one of the offices out here, hybrid, a couple people here, nice social distancing, and then the rest up on the screens. There's a nice big screen in there, so you can do that quite easily.
And I know that you're working on a project with Deborah DeBoer, these broker pods, I guess we're calling them,
Yes.
or and well, it's working name anyway, but and probably a great location to be able to have 4 or 5 brokers get together and meet in a
Yes.
conference room out here. No muss, no fuss.
No fuss. It's great. It's easy to find. We can use the space when we need to, and there's enough space in there to keep them socially distanced apart.
This is really a really cool space. I've got a few more questions
Sure.
for you.
Let's head back
so,
this way.
Yeah. So Jen, what do members typically visit you for?
What don't they visit me for? Usually, Century Lock is a big thing out in most realtors will come in either for assistance with Century Lock or they might need some other supplies. But a lot of times they're asking just some general questions or to touch base with the association.
Is there something that we can provide to our members here that you think our members don't really know about, that they don't come to you for enough, or maybe aren't aware that they can come to you for here?
I think the biggest thing that the members can come into this space for is really to learn more about the association, what services and benefits are available to them. That's part of my job, is to convey that to them. So having them come in here, they know they can get batteries or they can get help with Century Lock. But to really kind of dig into what's going on at the association, this is a good resource for them. For
Yeah. Now, and while they can certainly come to you here, obviously you go to them too, which is kind of neat and convenient, but it is nice for people to be able to come here too and have that option, especially for those of our members that are not interested in having you come out to, say if they're working out of their home, as an example, right? So now we've not been here at Workonomy very long, right? How long has NSBAR been at Workonomy?
Just about 10 months.
About 10
right
months.
around
okay.
10, 11 months.
I think a lot of our members would remember our previous facility. Why don't you talk for a minute or two about why we've decided to come to Workonomy?
Well, Workonomy gives us a really good location that's convenient for our members. The facility we were at before was a little dated. It really didn't meet this NSBAR standard of the way that we like to, have things. It also, if anyone's taken a class there, they know how uncomfortably warm the boardroom can get there, or the space that was available for us to take classes. So this facility is bright. It's new. It's in a really convenient location. I mean, everyone knows where Trader Joe's is in Lake Zurich. Or at least if you live in this area, you know where Trader Joe's is. So it's easy to find, and it's easy to get access to the facility. It's a nice, great place to be.
Terrific. Now, and obviously we're continuing to assess how we're going to interact with our members in the northwest suburbs and other places going forward. But you and I have talked a lot about the long-term plan. And so maybe we could talk for a moment about that with our audience.
So the biggest thing is the flexibility that this space provides while we're doing the renovation out in Northbrook, and then transitioning into a longer term space in this area. But that really has to be found, and it needs to have the same meet the same needs that this facility does. So that's the long term goal, is to really complete the renovation, which I'm excited about, out in Northbrook, and then come out in this area and really find a good brick and mortar space. It's more permanent and that will meet all of the needs that our members have, whether it's classes, an event center, being able to come in and get their regular day-to-day needs met. But that's the long-term plan.
Yeah, and being able to, at that point in time, fully brand, right? Fully brand that space, have it be another NSBAR space versus a space that's serving our purposes but isn't really conveying to everybody what it is to be a part of NSBAR.
Correct. And out here, I mean, it's bright and it's colorful, and we have a couple spaces where we're identified in here, so it's easy for members to know that we're here, but it is just one small space. And so it doesn't really translate into what they're accustomed to out in Northbrook. So.
The cruel boss that you have has imposed upon you to not just do member outreach, but also you have a couple of other very significant responsibilities in terms of being the staff liaison for a couple of our standing committees, one of them being membership and member services, and one of them being diversity and inclusion. So while I've got you for a minute or two here, I was hoping you could share with our audience the big rocks, the major things that each of those committees are looking at for this. And again, we've just started our new fiscal year, October 1, so this is a new committee for each going forward. So let's start with membership and member services, and let's talk about what they're working on.
The big initiatives for membership and member services, their big focus for this year is on engagement. It's really reaching out to the membership and figuring out how to get them to engage with us, whether it's getting onto a committee, attending different events that we offer, really kind of digging in and participating. We also have an update to the member services survey that went out last year. So we'll have an update for that just to kind of, take the temperature, see how things are progressing and improving. But that's their big focus this year.
And I know that the committee has also been working on this member experience brochure publication that's going to be going out. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Sure.
It's a digital experience for our members. It's really been a whole staff team effort in conjunction with the Member Services Committee to really put the material in there. It is a interactive way for our members to find out who the staff are at the association, what their functions are, who they can reach out to if they have a real specific area that they want to touch into. But it's a neat experience to kind of step through it and see the different facets of it.
Yeah, what I love about it too is having a place to go to pretty much find out almost everything that NSBAR provides to our membership. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I suspect that's going to be coming out pretty soon, right?
It is. We have a couple of details left to finish on it, and it will go to go through the process with the committee of looking through it, and then it'll go over to the board of directors, and then it'll be out for the membership to see. And it's something that it's digital at this point in time, so it's really portable for our members. We have some cards that will allow them to access it remotely from any location, their phone or their computer.
Yeah, those business cards with the QR code on them, kind of a really neat idea.
Yeah, they're really fun.
All right, so how about diversity and inclusion? What are those guys working on?
A lot. They're a busy group this year. They have a survey coming out as well. We're going to utilize that with some of our visits into the offices to kind of piggyback off our time in there to get some really good feedback. They're also looking at things like telling stories from different aspects of our membership and what their diversity and inclusion stories have been. They're also looking into potentially doing a diversity, equity, and inclusion symposium in the later spring, early summer of next year. And the big thing is for them is the focus on Fair Housing Month. So they're starting on all the activity plannings for Fair Housing Month of next year as well.
Yeah, and I know that the survey was, basically looking for information for us to, establish a baseline. So we could measure and continue to measure how we grow as an organization and how we're addressing these issues of diversity and inclusion. How do you manage something? How do you improve something if you're not measuring it, right?
Correct. Okay.
Did I forget to ask you about anything? Anything else you want to add for our audience?
I don't think so. This is a good place. So.
Well, good. Jen, thanks so much for joining our podcast today and giving us a tour of our Northwest suburban facility. As you're heading up our member outreach efforts, I thought it was very generous of you to agree to give out your home address and home phone number so our members can contact you at any time of the day or night. Unfortunately, Bradley's having some technical difficulties today, and we can't post it on the screen right now. So we'll send that out to everyone later, I'm sure. That's a wrap. Please don't forget to keep an eye on NSBAR communications to stay current. Thank you, Bradley Laberman, for the great job running our mobile podcast. And thanks to you for tuning in to Raising the NSBAR. I very much appreciate it. Talk to you soon.